Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 24, 2021. I want to talk about most active and top tech stocks. So with that, let's jump in. Today is September 24. So as you can see here, I got here top technology stocks. These are very active and volume is very good, basically very high volume technology stocks. Top of the list, we got ATER, a $12 stock. Insiders and institutions are buying heavily, and nice gross margin, and also has got RSI is a little high. Tells you at this point wait and watch for a small pullback here. And you got Apple. Everybody loves Apple. Apple has been pulling back off late a little bit, and RSI is 43. Tells you can buy Apple at these levels here. And they got a lot of new products coming out, and I think they can do well in the holiday season. And we got few more here. Watch out what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. For example, Palantir, institutions are buying heavily, and RSI is 59. Tells you wait a little bit, wait for it to cool off. And then we got BlackBerry. BlackBerry looks like it's a good trading stock here. Right now, stock is sold off with RSI 38. Good to buy some and trade it. It's a good meme stock also, jumps up and down drastically. And then you got your AMD. I love AMD, and stock has been sold off of late. RSI 47. I would buy AMD into this weakness here and hold it for a long time. And we got few more. We'll jump into them in a little more detail and see if it is good to buy some of these stocks at these levels. As you know, technology is the emerging theme. These tech stocks seem to be doing very well. Even if you look at last 10-15 years, they've always done nicely. And many of these stocks have been there for a long time. They have proven history of outperforming the market in general. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at big indices. From a big ETF perspective, we got S&P 500. After tumbling down for last week or so, it's showing some progress here. On the balance, volume is rising. That's a good sign, but we are not out of the woods yet. We got to wait for September, and even there will be some volatility in October. Down days, buy some good technology stocks and sock it away. And QQQ, same story. After tumbling down for a week or so, it's showing some progress here. On the balance, volume is pretty steady. This is stronger of the indices here. I think QQQ is always good if you can buy some QQQ and sock it away in your retirement accounts. And then got DIA, a little bit weaker candidate here. Stock, DIA has been staging a rally here last 2 days. There'll be a few more down days. I would buy DIA on the down days, especially some stocks in this area. You could buy them. And then you got IWM. IWM has been doing great. Low cap stocks. I would buy this also on the down days. So typically what I do is I may not buy these indices by themselves, but it gives you a good trend of how what stocks are doing in general. Typically what I do is I look at some of the stocks in these indices and look for a nice entry point and buy them. But in general, buying indices also is a good idea. If you don't want to look at stocks day in day out, you could sock away some good stocks. Also buy some good ETFs like QQQ, which is very well balanced, and sock it away. So with that, these are the heavy weighted stocks in the technology area. So Apple is a big stock, $2+ trillion market cap. Off late, Apple has been selling off, as you can see here, showing some progress here. RSI is 46, IV percentile is 19. Tells you could even buy some longer term Apple call options also here, given IV percentile is low. I would buy some Apple at these levels and sock it away. As you can see here, on the balance, volume is rising. Low RSI tells you stock is sold off here. And then you got Microsoft here, little more stronger candidate. I would wait for a little pullback on Microsoft. RSI is 53. This is also a nice on the balance volume here. I would wait for a little pullback. There are down days, as you can see here, down days, couple more down days. I would wait for a little pullback and then buy Microsoft. And we got Facebook here with all the regulations and news about Facebook, about how they knew some of these teenagers and kids can be addictive to Instagram and Facebook. That's why stock is taking some tumbling here. I would buy Facebook into this weakness here. Generally, Facebook, always gets into some bad rap at times and always shakes it off and bounces higher. So with that, I would buy some Facebook into this drastic down pullback here. RSI 32 indicates stock is sold off here. Then we got Google here. Google is a steady Eddie type stock here. RSI is 52, tells you can buy on down days here. Wait for a little bit pullback here. And then we got few more here. Nvidia is a great chip play here. Legendary CEO at the top. He's also buying ARM Holdings. Nice uptick here on the balance volume. I would probably wait for a little pullback. RSI 58 is a little bit high for me. This also gives you nice pullbacks along the way. I would wait for a little pullback and buy great company like Nvidia. Then we got Visa. Visa has been a little bit weaker of the candidates here. Right now, RSI is 51. Tells you stock is oversold here. Stock has been jumping up last 3 days or so. I would wait for a little pullback in Visa and then buy Visa as a long-term play. I've got PayPal, same story in the similar industry here. RSI is 46. This is 48. This is sold off here. I would buy some PayPal. Wait for a little pullback since it has gone up last 2 days and buy some PayPal. Adobe, I think they had their earnings announcement. Stock is oversold. Adobe is a great stock. It's a creative company. A lot of people use Adobe products. Recurring revenue software company, subscription company. I would buy some Adobe into this weakness. This always comes back after the earnings. Look here, we got earnings. Stock came down a little bit, went up. Similar pattern here. I would buy some Adobe into this weakness here. And we got few more here. MasterCard has been going down of late. Last two nice up days here. Stock is a little bit oversold at these levels. I will wait for a little pullback. It's jumped up in last 2 days. I will buy this on a pullback here. Oracle, great company. After the earnings, stock came down. Good buying opportunity. Right now, I will wait for a little pullback and then buy Oracle. CRM, Mark Benioff, great leader. Stock has shot up after the Dreamforce conference. I would wait for a little pullback in CRM and then buy CRM. RSI 71 tells you wait. There is no need to rush right now. And then you got IBM here. IBM is trying to turn around with the leadership of new leader here. I think this is also trying to go up here. I would buy some IBM into this weakness and take it from there. And here are the most active top tech stocks. I would not go through all these, but pay attention to the stocks I've highlighted in green background here and gray background. Pay attention to what insiders are doing and what institutions are doing. For example, ATER, insiders and institutions are buying a little bit high RSI. I would wait for this to cool off a little bit. Option traders pay attention to both RSI as well as high IV percentile. High IV percentile means you could bring in some premium and also pay attention to RSI. When RSI is high and IV percentile is high, you could sell some call options above stock price. But if the RSI is low and IV percentile is high, you could sell some put options beneath the stock price. So with that, you could look at few names here. Stocks like Apple, good to buy here. Low RSI and nice sales growth here. And you can also look at some candidates with the high short ratio also. For example, KPLT. Institutions are buying heavily, high short ratio. Stock is sold off with RSI of 44. A little bit high debt ratio, but you could use this as a trading opportunity here. And we got also high short ratio in XCLA. Stock is improving at this time. I would wait a little bit. And then we got here NE as well as NNDM could be good to buy with the low RSI. And candidates with nice sales growth are the ones you should look at. Many of these have got nice sales growth quarter over quarter and gross margin. I think this is where the rule of 40 will come into play. Quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40 is always a great candidate to invest. And look here, many companies have got nice net margin. Apple, nice net margin. Nvidia, same story. AMD, these are the stronger candidates. If you are a fundamental investor, pay attention to the net margin here. These are the stronger candidates you can invest. And as you scan through here, we got a couple more here. For example, Intel, Cisco, they all came down here. Low RSI. Look at Cisco, very low RSI, 32. You could pick up some Cisco at these levels here and go from there. And as you scan through here, we got a few more. XELA is a good one to pick up at these levels. And also you could look at, even Nano Dimension, a good one with the institutions buying here. So with that, let's look at a few more stocks here. We got a few more as you scan through here. We got the Riot blockchain. Institutions are buying heavily. Low RSI 40 out by some Riot blockchain at these levels here. And as you scan through, we got PaySafe. It's a payment tech company. Right now, RSI is 36. Stock is oversold. I would venture into PaySafe slowly and buy some given a low dollar stock here with the good prospectus. As you scan through Qualcomm is a great stock. Many times people think Qualcomm is not investable with Apple competition, but this stock has been doing great right from the days of internet bubble. But stock always came back. I would buy a little bit of Qualcomm into this weakness, given RSI is very low here. As you scan through here, we got UiPath completely sold off here. I think this is a great company, misunderstood by Wall Street. Out by some UiPath, they're into automating a lot of these mundane jobs. I think this company will also do well. As you scan through here, we got BT crypto play here. I'm sure they will do well. Right now, wait a little bit. RSI is a little higher, 61 as you can see here. This stock also cools off nicely at times. And then you could look at stocks like Corning, 30, RSI. Corning has not been doing great historically. I would probably pass on it and look at other stocks like Norton LifeLock, which is also okay here. So with that, let's I also like digital turbine here. RSI 66 tells you wait a little bit. It's gone up off late and take it from there. And we got a few more here. As you scan through, look for what institutions are doing, what insiders are doing. I love Sentinel at these levels. Sentinel is a great cyber security company. Stock is sold off of late. Out by some Sentinel into this weakness. Insiders are buying heavily. That's a great sign. Asana, on the other hand, it's a great company. Stock has gone up so much. RSI is higher. Out by Asana on a pullback here. And as you scan through here, I'll probably touch on one or two here. Desktop Metal, I think it's a good one. Right now, RSI is 36. Stock is sold off. You could buy slowly and take it from there. I love Cloudflare. I would wait for a little pullback here before I buy Cloudflare. So with that, let's jump in here and look at a few more. We got here Record. Institutions are buying Record and high short ratio. You could look at some Record. It's gone up off late, but RSI is 51. You could still buy on down days. Zoom, on the other hand, as you can see here, RSI is 31. Stock is sold off. I would slowly venture into Zoom at these levels. And C3 AI, Tom Siebel's company. I think this is a great company, misunderstood by Wall Street, low RSI. Anytime AI is below 50, I'm venturing to buy a little bit and accumulate. And we got a few more here as you can scan through. Um, all of these are, many of these are great companies. Watch for RSI levels as usual. Teradyne as an example, great stock. Right now RSI is 45, indicates stock is sold off, you could buy some. Even Stoneco stock is sold off, you could accumulate some. So with that, let's go into next chart here. We got few more stocks to look at. For example, Apple here stock is sold off, or as on the balance volume is rising. Nice fundamentals here. I would buy some Apple at these levels. And AMD, great stock. Lisa Su is the leader. Stock is sold off with a little bit lower RSI 52. I would wait for a pullback and buy AMD. As you can see here, nice sales growth here, nice gross margin, and good net margin also. And then you got Intel here. Intel is trying to struggle here with the with all the competition from AMD, Nvidia. These guys are struggling a little bit. I would buy some Intel into this weakness here. Low RSI 5051 here, and on the balance volume is pretty steady at these levels. And then you got Cisco here. Cisco has been sold off of late, as you can see here, after the earnings. Trying to show some progress here. I would buy some Cisco into this weakness here. Given okay sales growth, as you can see here, and gross margin is nice, and they do have net margin 21%, which is also good. And next, I would look at a few more crypto stock, right? Blockchain stock is sold off, on the balance volume is steady, and nice sales growth here. I would buy some, right? Blockchain institutions are buying this company also. And we got PaySafe here, payment tech company stock is sold off of late. On the balance volume is also not great. It's one of those, buying against the normal grain. I would sock it away and take it from there. And pay safe as you scan through nice gross margin. As they improve their sales, this can be a good stock, going forward. Long term, good stock. And then you got Qualcomm here. Qualcomm is right now sold off. 33 is the RSI. On the balance volume is also low. And nice sales growth. I love the sales growth and gross margin. I would buy some Qualcomm into this weakness and go from there. And then you got UiPath stock has been selling off. Look here, on the balance volume is rising. That's a bullish divergence. I would buy some UiPath here along with Kathy Wood and take it from there. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.